Hello and welcome back to Sam Jam Thank You Ma'am. Today I'm going to show you the look that I have on today, which is just a smoky eye and a little bit of a bold lip. I know that my hair is up and I have just a sweater on, but this is the look that I had when I went out the other night with some of my friends, and some people were asking, you know, how did you do the makeup look? I am showing you my eye makeup look for this past weekend when I went out, and what I did was I did a smoky eye with only eyeliner pencil. So I used the eyeliner and I smoked it out a whole bunch, which you will see. So if you are interested, please keep watching. Thank you. So I'm starting with a clean face, and I have moisturized and put on an eye cream, and I'm gonna start priming my face because I want my makeup to stay on all night. So I'm using the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer, and this has a little bit of a tint to it, and I like to use it on my eyelids as well as the rest of my face because it neutralizes the color in my eyelids, which really helps when you're going for a smokier look. So I'm gonna put a little just in some places that I'd like to cover pores as well as prime. So I'm gonna do a little bit on my eyelids, down my nose, on the outside of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. And I'm just going to rub it in from there. Another reason why I'm using the primer on my eyelids is because I ran out of eye primer, and this is my next best option, and I think it works really well. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some lip balm on my lips because I want it to sink in by the time I put lip color on. So I'm actually using the Lush Honey Trap, which was a suggestion from Mrs. Alex Good. Thank you, Alex. Thumbs up if you watch her channel. I think that she is just amazing and so cute and funny and just fun to watch. If you read her blog, you know, you already know. All right, so there is that. So I'm actually going to put on Benefit High Beam first because I want the glow to come from, to make it look like it's coming through my skin instead of put on top of my skin. So I'm gonna put it on underneath of my foundation. And I just put a little bit on my ring finger here and blend into the high points of my cheeks. And instead of foundation today, I'm going to use the Revlon Photo Ready BB Cream. And I love this stuff because it comes in a lot of different colors. I'm in the shade 10 Light, which is perfect for my skin tone right now. It is the middle of winter. It's actually pouring down snow outside, and it has been all day. Welcome to Iowa. So I'm going to put some just on my hand here and blend it in with a wet beauty blender just all over my face to even out my skin tone and cover up any unevenness in my skin tone. I'm going to use the back of my beauty blender and just kind of dab it all over. And I'm actually going to use Cover Up on top of my foundation. I just put a light layer of foundation on and then I cover up any red spots. And I feel like this really allows me to not use too much foundation and end up looking cakey. So I've been liking this technique. Dabbing, 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 spend my days a dabbing, I'm dabbing, 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 I'm dabbing away. Today I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. So you just twist it up, it deposits the product up into this soft tip, and you just can put it right on directly from the container underneath your eyes. And I put it under my eyes on the dark part, and I also bring it down a little bit in here. And I feel like bringing it down into my cheeks evens the complexion between my cheeks and under my eyes instead of just boom, under my eyes are bright. I feel like it looks just a little bit more natural if I bring it down just a little bit. And I'm also gonna put some down my nose and on my chin for highlight. And then I'm gonna go in with the NYX HD Concealer, and this is in the shade 03. And this is just the perfect shade for my skin tone, so if you have a similar skin tone to me, I really suggest this concealer. And it's quite buildable, so if you need a little bit more coverage, you can add a little bit more, or just, you know, one coat if you don't need as much coverage. And blending in with my beauty blender. So now that my skin tone is all evened out and I have a good base on, I'm actually gonna go in and start with my eyes. But I'm doing a majority of the smoky eye with black eyeliner and a firm bristled eyeshadow brush. So I will be using today the Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet Eyeliner, and I love this one because it's matte black and not shiny black, and I like the matte black a lot for the smoky eye. So I'm going to use that for a majority. And I'm also going to use a little bit of the Sumita brand eyeliner, and it's in kind of a gray shade, which I really love, just to add to the smokiness effect. So I'm going to do a little bit of black and a little bit of gray. So what I do is I do a pretty thick line, and it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be blending it out. And then I go in with this eyeshadow pencil, or eyeshadow brush, which is actually Sonia Kashuk number 116. And I got this one at Target, so it's pretty affordable. You can already see it's getting pretty smoky. And so as I'm smoking it, I will also want to bring it up the side of my eyelid, because that's going to give me the smoked out effect that I personally want. So I'm going to go in and do this 2 more times, so a total of 3 times on each eye. One more time. So as you can see, we're getting pretty smoky already, and a little bit has come down underneath my eye a little bit. So I'm just gonna touch it up a little bit with my finger, and I'll fix it with some cover up a little bit later on. I make the best faces when I put on eye makeup. So then I'm going to go in with the gray eyeliner and just kind of go over the little bit of black. And I'm going to go in actually with the, and this is the C408 Chisel Shader. I'm going to be using the Pacifica Natural Minerals eyeliner, and this is in the shade Gunmetal. So I'm going to be using this on my bottom lash line and blending it out up towards the outside of my eye. And I'm going to use this same flat shader brush to blend it out. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of color underneath my eye and up into my eyelid, and I'm using the shade Flash by Urban Decay, and it's this gorgeous, it's almost a gunmetal gray mixed with purple color. And I love purple on my eyes because I have brown eyes, so it really brings out the gold. So I put a little bit on the flat shader brush, I tap off the excess, and I'm going to start on my lower lash line. I bring it up a little bit, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I'm going to be using a really deep blue from this Stila eye palette. And also I'm going to go in on the top lash line with the shade on the end here, Black Heart. And I kind of want to soften the sharp edge that's along the top of my eye and use the color Dust. And this is one of my favorite colors to use just on its own because it really brightens up the eyes, but I'm going to use it as a bit of a blending color. I'm going to be using highlight underneath my brow bone. And I'm going to clean it up with my beauty blender, and we're going to move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to be using the Tarte Blissful Cheek Stain. So I'm just using Real Techniques brush, it's the Expert Face brush, and I'm using that to dab the cream blush onto the apples of my cheeks and bringing it upwards. I'm using the Milani Baked blush in the shade Luminoso. Bring it up into my cheeks. And I don't need my cheeks to stand out too much because we did a bit of a more dramatic eye. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. So I put it right underneath my cheekbone and I bring it up around the outside of my face. Now I'm going to go in with just a little bit more highlight, the High Beam from Benefit. For this, I'm using the setting brush from Real Techniques. And now I'm going to go in and do eyebrows. I'm using the Benefit Brow Zang, and there's the eyes. I'm using the Lights Camera lashes. I'm going to gonna go in with a little bit of lip liner. I'm using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the color Naked. I'm lining my lips as well as filling them in. For my lipstick today, I'm actually using the NYX Butter lipstick in the shade Hunk. This is a just really nice violet shade. I'm gonna go in with the gloss, which is NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Raspberry Tart. And there we are. We're going to set everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And normally I put this on before I do lipstick and mascara just because I don't want it to run with the liquid from the spray, but I forgot, so we are improvising. There you have it. This is my smoky eye look that I go to when I'm just going out and I want to do just a little something more dramatic with my eye look. And I feel like this is the perfect go-to for me. And I love that all it takes is eyeliner. I don't have to get too crazy with all sorts of different eyeshadows. I feel like this is just a really easy look. And if you like this look and you want to see more like this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and leave a comment down below saying what you'd like to see next. If it's a makeup look or another health type video or just what kind of video you'd like to see next. And also leave a comment down below if you have used any of the products that I used today. I love every single one of them and I've used them for a long time, and any suggestions for new product, also leave that comment down below. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.